50 days, Akademiks says. Okay. I don't know how often, how recent he said that, but I assume you're talking about Cardi's project. But anyway, somebody in the chat mentioned ssgkobe. I just thought it was interesting how Akademiks said that he almost signed ssgkobe among other rappers, but ssgkobe specifically, because other ones I didn't really necessarily know. But it's just crazy that he almost signed him, like somebody in our realm. Although we don't know what ssgkobe necessarily doing right now because of the allegations, but I guess he missed the bullet. DJ Akademiks. And by the way, for the people who are saying like who would sign to DJ Akademiks, imagine how much promo like he gave 6ix9ine. Whether or not you like 6ix9ine, I'm just talking about strictly numbers. Imagine all the free promo you get from his page. Arguably the biggest hip hop outlet that ssgkobe could have gotten. And I feel like, ssgkobe had his little run, but it just never, I don't know, got there. It never really stuck. He was always kind of the sidekick to Sofago's sound, among others. So maybe with Akademiks, he could have surpassed all them. I don't know. I mean, to be honest, it depends on talent too. Like, imagine Akademiks signed, but then again, if you sign to a media outlet, it kind of turns you into an industry plant. So maybe it wouldn't catch on as much. I don't know. The reason why it worked for 6ix9ine was because they were just boys and like he was doing it. I don't think Akademiks was getting paid for the 6ix9ine stuff, but anyway, let's see what Ak said. He was talking about how he was pissed how rappers were treating him like he was trying to give him a 400K deal or whatever, and then they came back like, yo, this label giving me 800K, and he's like, yo, I'm Akademiks. I could have made you huge. Which I agree with.
The second person who was the second person? The second person, which I kind of saw the spin from early on, ssgkobe. Like, I remember really quick and early trying to get on it. I talked to his mom a bunch of times. I was trying to sign him. And it's nothing against him. Like clearly, there was probably more attractive situations. Like, yeah, I'm Akademiks, but like, there's more attractive situations where they could probably be like, yo, well, hey, here's where all the guys who you want to rap like are signed to, right? Like, I was just basically saying, hey, I have this deal with this company that, yes, has signed a bunch of clout rappers, but really, I'm the sell. Like, you're going to sign to Akademiks versus whatever. So, he was one of them as well. The second.
So who does ssgkobe sign to? I believe it was Zack Bia, right? And I don't know, what is Zack Bia really doing? I know he signed like Yeet, technically speaking, although then they kind of forwarded him to Interscope. So I feel like, sure, he might have a partnership with Field Trip Records, which is Zack Bia's, but like Zack Bia really isn't that involved, I don't think, from the outside looking in. Also with ssgkobe, like I haven't seen anything go crazy. He signed who else? Slump Sixes, among others. So was that the right move necessarily? I'm not talking down on Zack Bia because he's definitely doing his thing, but he's dropping his own solo songs with Don Toliver. Is it doing well? I feel like Zack Bia was hot within within this upcoming generation of like 2021, all these new underground rappers that we thought were going to be the next thing. Personally, I wasn't like too into it that much, but I was rooting for him. I like to see people make bread, but it was definitely not the same as 2016 to 2018 era. And then it just fizzled out. So I guess if you're a label owner, you kind of get the bag regardless, because you're not backing it. You're usually backed if you have an imprint by a major label. So you get a cut of that label advance or the portion that they sign to the artist. So I guess he doesn't really care if it's successful or not. Kobe just wanted to be signed to the same label as his friends. Yeah, that could also be true. Also, I understand because Akademiks, he's more of like the street rapper side with like Youngboy, Lil Durk, NBA Youngboy. I mean, I already said Youngboy. You get the point though. So maybe that fits. Even if he did get promoted by Akademiks, maybe it wouldn't translate as well because that audience just wouldn't resonate with Kobe's sound. Although he could have gotten him like cool features, like I don't know, Youngboy or people that Akademiks is friends with. But yeah, Akademiks did start out covering Uzi and Trippie. I think the reason that he's onto the street side now, and actually he covered like Chirac and or Chirac, the Chicago scene. So he was still into the street side from the beginning, but Uzi and Trippie, whatever, they were just popular. So I don't blame him for covering them as well. But yeah, he just does whatever. Right now, the street side is more hot. I mean, even the Uzi, Trippie side, like there isn't much to cover, to be honest. Like hip hop news is kind of dying out. I feel like I found a little pocket where I like and y'all like with the, not underground, but you know, it's not necessarily mainstream, like not as big as Uzi and Trippie were, and Cardi and whatnot. Although we cover Cardi all the time. I mean, we've been seeing what's going on with all the leaks and the documentary footage and blah, blah, blah. Internet rappers, yeah.